Hello guys, and welcome back to sort of a behind the scenes type video. Now today what I wanted to do was go back to this Dell laptop here, which I made a video. I think this was the Dell Inspiron Mini 1210 laptop. And if you haven't seen that video, what I basically did was I went in and I just kind of showed you guys what this thing was like, how much it cost when it came out. I showed you what it featured and if it even worked or not, which of course it ended up working. And I made like a whole video on that a few weeks ago, I think probably about a month ago. And so what I wanted to do today was go back to this laptop and show you guys kind of what I do when I get a laptop ready for sale. Because if you remember in that video, I got that laptop from a thrift store that I occasionally volunteer at, and they basically wanted me to fix it up and get it ready for sale. So I just kind of wanted to, in this video, show you guys what that kind of takes to do. It doesn't really do that much, for me at least. It's kind of a very simple process, but it can be very time consuming sometimes depending on what this laptop needs. Now, if you remember in that video, this computer had a lot of personal data on it, so I'm going to probably end up trying to take all that data off, and I'm going to be doing that all in this video. So I'm going to go and get or one of my power cords for this laptop, and I'm gonna plug it in, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I now have the laptop booting up. I'm going to just press the enter key to begin starting Windows here. And if you remember in the other video, this was running a copy of Windows 7 Enterprise, which was kind of interesting for a Dell mini laptop. But so yeah, that's what we're doing right now, is we're just waiting for it to boot up. Now, this did, as I mentioned before, this has a lot of personal data on it, so I'm just going to be going through and just kind of getting all that off of here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be wiping the hard drive because I don't want to lose this Enterprise copy of Windows 7, because this is a fully genuine copy. And I don't really want to sell a laptop that doesn't have a working genuine copy of Windows on it. So I'm going to be using some other methods to get all that data off of here, which I'll be showing you once it comes to that. But first, I'm just waiting for it to boot up here. I think the first thing what I'm going to do is just completely delete the main user account here, which I think was like 2013 was the name of it or something. And of course, that's not going to completely remove the data. It's just going to give us like a whole new fresh user account. So I think that's what I'm going to do first. So I'm just going to go into, let's just make sure the screen is centered there, because I just want to make sure I'm getting you guys a good viewing angle here. And yeah, sorry, I still don't have like any capture card or anything like that. I probably should get one of those sooner. Get some, or use some of my money to obviously get one of those. But I think what I'm going to do first is go into, let's see here, it's in the control panel. Oh yeah, this is like that weird kind of trackpad that's like, which I'm not sure if this trackpad was supposed to be this way, or if there was like a layer or something on it that got torn off or something. But if you guys ever find one of these laptops, just feel the trackpad. It is kind of weird, at least in my opinion. I don't know, it's just, which I think I mentioned a lot in the original video. So let's just wait for the control panel to load here. We're going to go into user accounts, and we're going to add or remove a user account. Now, like, what I thought was funny is this is an Enterprise copy, and there's no password on this user account, which I just thought was kind of crazy. Because I don't know, it's just kind of weird. You like have a whole user, like a whole Enterprise account, and there's no like any protection on it at all, which I just thought was kind of weird. And this is going pretty slow. I'm just gonna say that. So we're just going to create a new user account. I'm gonna call it. Oh, I forgot. This was the one where the keyboard. There were like a few. It was like the C key. Yeah, it was the V key and the W key. I think something didn't work on it. Let me see here. The V key, the was IP con F, and the F key. Yeah, the F key's completely broken. Anyway, so we're gonna make owner and administrator, and we're going to create the account. so now we have owner, and there's a interesting wallpaper there, or a user icon. So we're just going to go and log on to that account. So we will log off of this account. And then from this account, we're going to go in and remove the other 2013 account. And I'm going to probably have to do a lot of editing of these wait times, because this is getting kind of ridiculous, which I also should probably have a look at. And I'm also going to probably have a look at why I think it was the F and the V key, both of them don't really work, so I might have to, I'm not sure if I'll do it in this video, or if I just might do it later and not make a video on it, but I would like to see why those aren't working, if it's just the actual contact under it. But I'm just going to try to see what is wrong with that, because it's kind of weird. So usually when you load an account for the first time, it's going to take a while, so that's probably why it's sitting on the welcome screen, and it's taking a long time. So I'm just going to probably edit out all these times, so you guys might not even hear this, but if you do, then there's a good reason for it, I guess. So I'm just going to continue to let this load here. Oh, look at that, it already loaded as soon as I said that. So here we are on the desktop with the default Windows 7 wallpaper, and it's doing all of the first user account creation stuff, where it's got to do all this stuff up here in the corner, so you can see. I don't even know if this computer is part of an enterprise, which is what's kind of weird. But anyway, that's all for us to discover later. So let's just go back into the user accounts, and we're going to remove the 2013 account. So we will delete the account, and we're going to also delete the files, which I don't think there were any files except for some not really self-incriminating history searches inside of Google Chrome. It wasn't really anything bad. It was all just stuff about fantasy football and stuff. So do you want to turn on the guest account? No, I don't want to turn on the guest account. Cancel. Okay, so now we just have the owner account, which is the administrator, and then guest. So that's all we want. So now let's go back into Control Panel Home. We're going to go into Programs, Uninstall Program, and we're going to see if we can get Uvu off of here, because Uvu is apparently, yeah, see, oh wait, no, never mind. I thought for a second that Uvu wasn't going to show up, but I guess it did. So for some reason we have two instances of the Uvu toolbar, which is just something I'm already going to take off. And it looks like we also have a copy of Microsoft Office Professional Plus, which is actually kind of nice. I might just leave that on here. And yes, we do want to uninstall the other Uvu toolbar, because I mean, really, who wants a toolbar? Oh, wow. Okay, that's great. Windows Explorer stopped working. And I really apologize if you guys can't really see the screen. I'm not really looking through the viewfinder, so which I think some of the colors are getting kind of washed out. Let me just pause the video and see if I can fix it. Alright, so we kind of did some adjusting to the white balance, but it's still not really, yeah, I guess that's okay. I don't know, oh, actually, maybe if I turn the screen brightness on. I'm just trying to make it so you guys can actually see this and it doesn't look like not good. So let me see. Actually, is there a way on here to actually just turn the FN, that might do it. I think that looks fine. So I'm just going to try to look through the viewfinder to do all these tasks. So what we're going to do is go back into the control panel. We're going to go into programs again, and we're going to remove the Uvu. Oh, there's another instance of the Uvu toolbar. Okay, we'll take that off. Don't know why that didn't get removed. Oh yeah, because Windows Explorer crashed. That's what happened. Please wait while Windows uninstalls toolbar. Okay. And we got to confirm, of course, because UAC, and we're going to do that. User system had previously initialized an installation for product Microsoft.NET Framework 4 client profile. The user would need to run the installation again. Your current installation will now continue. Okay. Error installation for Microsoft 4 is currently suspended. Do you want to yeah. Okay, so apparently something on with .NET Framework 4 is being weird. It's giving me all these errors. Restoration will not be possible. I just want to remove the toolbar. it's taking. Well, I don't know why it's what it's doing to .NET 4, but maybe the toolbar uses .NET 4. Let me zoom in on this so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's okay. So I guess that's gone. So now we'll go into Uvu. And we're going to uninstall this. And yes, we want to uninstall Uvu. Yeah, and what this guy did, which I thought was kind of hilarious, is he left like his like personal Uvu account in here, or maybe it was like one for his company or whatever, but which he didn't remove, and this was a donated laptop to a thrift store, so which I just thought was kind of crazy, but which I did kind of mention that in the last video. Which of course I didn't do anything like dumb to this guy's Uvu account. I just kind of logged out, and I'm now deleting Uvu, cause just kind of doing the right thing, because I wouldn't want to do anything bad, because I'm not really a jerk, so I'm not gonna do anything wrong. But just make sure that when you sell or even donate your laptop, that you just take off all of your data, because it is kind of important. Because if you just leave all your data on here, it can be kind of self-incriminating. Somebody if somebody that is evil, or somebody that like is an identity thief gets that, they could do a lot of bad with that data. So anyway, just a kind of public service announcement, which I think I also mentioned in the last video. But anyway, so now I got that off. I think I'm going to leave all this on here, because actually I do want to see where Microsoft Office is. I didn't even notice that last time. But yeah, look at that. There's a full copy of Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2010. So let's just launch Word and see what... I'll zoom back out here. Yeah, check that out. Word 2010. I wonder who this is, like, if this is even registered, which... I'm sure it is. Maybe this was like a laptop, which I had two kind of guesses on what this laptop could have been for. Number one was it could be from a university, and they just kind of have like an enterprise copy, for like they have like the same profile settings. Or it could be from somebody who's a fan of the Minnesota Vikings and just uses it for a school they go to, because it had the Minnesota Vikings wallpaper, and now it has a copy of Microsoft Office on here, and it had Uvu, so it kind of looked like it was like a ideal student computer for somebody going to college, or maybe even high school. I don't know, but anyway, we're just going to use recommended settings for Office, and we'll click OK, and we'll do yes, and let's just see if this thing's registered. So we'll go into File, and I guess where's Help, and change product key. There you go, right there. So this thing is activated. Oh yeah, see right there, product activated. The big bold typeface right there. If the camera will focus on it. Why does it never focus? Like, it starts to focus for a second, but then it goes away. Like, you see that? It's weird. There we go. So you see it says product activated, Office Professional Plus 2010. Includes Access, Excel, SharePoint Workspace, Microsoft Office, or OneNote, Outlook, PowerPoint, Publisher, Word, and InfoPath. And that's all. That's a lot. I mean, I think this is a pretty expensive piece of software, so that's gonna make the value of this laptop go up. That's on here, so that is pretty nice. We also got Microsoft Security Essentials, which is obviously free. We got .NET 4, I'm guessing this is like a driver for the wireless. Microsoft Silverlight, and Google Chrome, which is obviously, Chrome, which still works. So, anyway, what I'm going to do now is to kind of get all the personal info off this laptop without formatting the hard drive. I'm going to plug in, I got a USB drive here. So I think this is a USB port. Let me see if I can not bump this and plug this in. Alright, so we are now mounting the USB drive, as you can see down there. Let's just zoom in, because that's what this video is about. It's just zooming in on everything. We're installing the driver software, and we're going to run this. Now, I have a few things on here. I have one thing called Crystal Disk Info. This is a great program. It actually will check the health of your hard drive. And I'm not sure if I'm going to run that. I guess I will, just to, see what the hard drive is like. So we'll go in here. We'll just run Disk Info. This is a free program. I think it's made by someone in either China or Japan. Maybe even Korea. I don't know. But it's a great little program, and I'm probably gonna be using this a lot when I get test laptops in. I mean, I don't really get test computers in a lot, and the only time I would use this program is if the hard drive sounded like it was clicking or something. But this one seems fine. So just see here. Okay, so it does say that it is caution. So let's see what that is about. Let's just see why it says it's caution. I think there's a way to do that. Okay, so we have current pending sector count is 97. The uncorrected, I gotta zoom down so you guys can see this. Yeah, so those are why it's kind of caution right there. So I may end up changing out this hard drive if I want to. I don't really think I have a spare hard drive laying around, but if this laptop doesn't sell, I might just put in a new hard drive, because I don't really want to sell like a crap laptop. So if I can't get this thing working to full, I guess, working order, then I'm probably gonna buy like a new hard drive for this and put it in here. So but yeah, and it is a Samsung 40 gig hard drive, which is good to know. So this thing's got plenty of space. Again, let me just pan up here so you can see that. And so yeah, that's I think that's pretty much that program. Again, very nice program, Crystal Disk Info. It is free. I'll probably put a link to that down below. And now I'm just gonna open up CCleaner. I'm sure most of you guys know what CCleaner is. It's a great piece of software, and it just cleans your hard drive. I think this is a 64-bit. Let me just check to make sure. We can check by going into local disk, and there's only program files. So no, it's a 32-bit. Okay, so we'll just run CCleaner. And what this does, if you've never heard of it, it just essentially will find all the crap on your computer that you don't want and clean it. And it can also wipe the free space, which is a very good feature, and that's what I'm going to be using it for, besides just doing all of the hard drive and the registry cleaning. Because what that does is, when you delete a file, like when you put a file into the recycle bin and then empty that recycle bin, it doesn't actually delete the file. It's still there, and you can still actually, if you use certain tools, you can still pull those files back. They are still there unless I wipe the free space, is basically what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of what I'm going to be using this program for. And you can see up here at the top, it does completely identify that we are running Windows 7 Enterprise 32-bit Service Pack 1. Again, the camera is not going to... I really need to get a new camera, because this thing just doesn't focus at all. Like it'll start to focus and it goes blurry again. I don't know why. There we go. So yeah, Windows 7 Enterprise 32-bit Service Pack 1 has an Intel Atom CPU, Z520 at 1.33 gigahertz, 1 gig of RAM, which isn't really that impressive, but hey, it's a netbook, so and it has an Intel Graphics Media Accelerator 500, probably not also that impressive. But so anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find all these stuff, or find all the stuff we don't want. So let's go in here and we'll get rid of all this, and then wipe free space. That's it right there. That is what's going to wipe all of the free space on the hard drive. You can see it says wiping free space will significantly increase the amount of time the cleaning takes. We recommend you leave this disabled. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I want to make sure that the free space is wiped. I'm also going to wipe all of Google Chrome stuff. That's all set. We're going to analyze, and we're going to see what we got to clean. So... and it's going to, this is going to take a long time. I actually wiped free space recently on my main computer. It took a good 2 hours, I think. So Of course, you guys aren't going to notice that at all in the video. I'm just going to zoom in on here. Now, of course, this was just the pre-analysis. Like, this isn't the actual cleaning. This is where it's going to tell you what exactly is going to be wiped. And it says it's only going to wipe about 87 megabytes. If I can zoom in there. If I can focus on that. Yeah, 86.7 megabytes to be removed. And you can see all the stuff that's going to be removed. And that is including the free space, I believe. Old prefetch data. I think the free space is just in there because I already set it in there. Let me just look at that again. Yeah, I set it in there. So we're just going to click on Run Cleaner. It's going to make us confirm that yes, we do want to delete the files from our computer. And this is where it's going to become really, really slow. I guess it's, or maybe not. It's already at like 50%. Oh yeah. See, here we go. Oh wait, you know what? I just completely forgot that my hard drive is like that. I have 2 hard drives and have a total of like 2.5 terabytes in size, and this is only a 60 gig hard drive. So this is going to take way less time than that. That just completely slipped my brain. But you can see we're at 98% here, and we are wiping the MFT free space on drive C. And it's only going to take about 3 minutes. So yeah, I guess I'm not going to have to pause the video. Or I guess I'm going to just edit this waste amount. But I thought I was going to have to like stop making the video right now and then come back to it later. But I guess it's not going to happen. So that's actually going to be great. So I guess I'm just going to let this run. And I'll be back once it is finished. Alright, so the cleaning of the computer has just finished through CCleaner. And you can see we've removed 101.9 megabytes, and we've removed all this stuff right here. Now, if you remember before, it did say we were only going to remove around 63 megabytes, and I'm guessing that the increase in size is probably because of the because of the fact that we wiped the free space of the hard drive. And yeah, it didn't take as long as I thought. It probably took around 15 to 30 minutes compared to like the 2 to 3 hours that it took my computer. Again, mine was like, I have 2.5 terabytes of space total. So there's Skyping in. Yeah, so I have around like 2.5 terabytes of space total, so it's going to take a little bit longer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the side panel over here, and we're going to click on the Registry tab. And what this does is it allows us to clean all the junk that is kept up in the Windows registry. And this is also very useful because this can be, like, I do this on my computer a lot, and there can be a lot of stuff in here just after a month. And this has probably never been done on this computer before, so there's probably going to be a lot of stuff in here. So I'm just going to do this, and you can see here we're already getting a lot of stuff. You can see how the little bar over here is kind of getting smaller and smaller. You can see we got all this stuff right here, and those are all issues with the Windows registry. We're just going to fix selected issues. I always like to back up changes just in case something goes wrong. Usually nothing goes wrong. We're just going to back this up as reg. Make sure I can spell right. BACKUP, and the date is 6 dash. It's hard typing in the dark. 6/10/15. Okay, and we do that. We save it, and there's 96 issues it found, so that's pretty good. Let it focus in here. I don't know why this camera has such a hard time focusing in on stuff. So you see we got 96 issues. We're going to click on fix all selected issues, and it doesn't take that long at all. It's just going to go run through them, fix them all, and there we go. So that is done. I'm just going to go into tools again. We can check if to make sure everything is good. We still have the same stuff in here as we had before, so that's good. Under startup, because this is also very good, we can see what is going to start up when the computer turns on. So you can see we got a few things. I'm going to see what this Dell thing is because I don't know what this is. I'm going to see where the looks like it's. Let me just make this bigger. It looks like it's a wireless driver. So yeah, we have a wireless set switch, Microsoft Security Essentials, something with, I don't know what that is, IGFX tray, but that's in System 32, so I'm going to keep that there. We also have Hotkey CMD, that's also in System 32, and something with, that's in Microsoft Office. So I'll just keep all that there, that looks fine. And this program also has a lot of other things. It has a disk analyzer where you can analyze everything on the disk. It has a drive wiper, and this is another way if you wanted to wipe all the free space on the drive, you could do it here. But again, we already did it using the standard cleaner, so we're not going to have to do it again. But if you wanted to, you could do it from here too. We're just going to, like it would securely erase. But if you wanted to, you could do it again from here. I'm just not going to do that since we already did, I think, pretty much the same thing on the other screen. We also have a system restore duplicate finder. Under options, we have, a lot of stuff. So I think everything inside of CCleaner is pretty much done. So I'm just going to close out of that. And I think that is good for the basic cleaning. And I guess what I'm going to do now is open up Microsoft Security Essentials, since it just happens to be on here. And I will run a virus scan. I don't know why the audio service is disabled. Or do we not have speakers on this computer? I think we do. Oh yeah, they're yeah, you can kind of hear them. They're not the best speakers, but they do work. So I'm just going to open up Security Essentials here. And you haven't run a scan on your PC in a while. We're just going to quickly connect to my home wireless network here. So I'm going to do that kind of off the screen here, so you can... Never type in the password. Alright, and that's going to connect. So now we're online. So now we're going to update driver definitions. Or not driver, anti-spyware, anti-malware definitions. And while this is going, I guess I'll kind of customize the wallpaper a bit so that, so you have shared folder synchronization. I don't know what that is, but we'll go into personalize. We'll just change the, let's just change it from the basic. I don't think this can run Arrow. It's probably going to make it super laggy. So let's just change it to like, well, let's just see what happens if we try to put it on a theme here. Because, I mean, this thing only has, like, one... Oh, it is actually going to work with Arrow. Okay, so I guess it can work, because you can see the window movement is delayed, kind of. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to keep it on Arrow. It is really delayed, so we'll go... Yeah, we're going to put it back on Windows 7 Basic. Or not, no, not the Arrow theme. That's, no, we want to go back onto Windows 7 Basic. There we go. I'll also just do, I think there's a way we can change the, under probably, how do we do this? Window color, maybe? Yeah, and here we can change the color of everything. So, like, let's say I want to make the item, I want to make the active title bar, like, let's say I want to make it like, let's say blue and... Actually, not blue. Let's do it like... that looks... Do light blue? Yeah. Other. Let's make it like a nice... blue like that. And then we'll do the title text. Alright, so we're back here with the Dell laptop. It's actually later in the day, about 9 o'clock now. It was around like 2 when I was making the other section of the video. And, well, I kind of got some bad news. You can see here I was kind of trying to fix the whole keyboard issue. And, well, that didn't really go so well because what I actually ended up doing is just making it worse because I figured, well, maybe there's something wrong with the hardware and why the, because this is the V key and the F key. So I decided, well, let's just, take off the V key, and, of course there was nothing wrong with the hardware. So I'm kind of as confused of what the problem is, but now I kind of actually broke this little thingy right here that holds the key in place. And these things are just extremely hard. Like, I've been trying for the past 15 minutes to get these things back together. If the camera will focus here. Of course it's not going to focus, but yeah, I've been trying to get these things back together, and it's really difficult. And I don't really use membrane keyboards a lot. I use a Corsair mechanical keyboard where I can just, take the key off like that and then instantly just put it back onto the, like the whole mechanism in it, like, is instant. And I just kind of prefer that. I haven't really worked on membrane keyboards, so this is probably like a good lesson for me to not, just go ripping up the whole laptop and just doing that. But so I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with this laptop now. I mean, I might still sell it and just kind of say it's for parts because the keyboard is kind of messed up. Because I don't really think there's anyone out there that wants a laptop with 2 broken keys. That I don't really see any hardware issues with. Like, this whole thing right here is still fine. So it might be something with the software. I don't really know of anything that would be preventing the C and F keys from working. So it might be something like down within the actual motherboard of this computer, maybe, that might be like, just something else that's wrong. But everything else on it seems to work fine. It's got like, I don't think that the battery charges. And there's no charger for it, but the whole hard drive seems to work. I think it's got 1 gig of RAM, so probably 2 512 sticks. It's got a working screen, a webcam actually. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna have to do some more work on it. But I think for this video, I mean, this video has gone on pretty long. It was just kind of me just kind of fixing it up. But stuff like this happens. I mean, this happens kind of more than I want it to. Things don't really work out the way that I planned them, but this is probably something good, because now I can figure out what the problem is, or like just not go tearing up. Because let me just put this back on here, and well yeah, okay, so you can see that one went back on, okay, the X key, but this one I got back together because I took off the V key, and yeah, that's the V, or no, the C key. Yeah, the C key. And then I kind of was trying to look at this mechanism, but then it kind of just, like, it's not broken or anything, but I was having trouble getting it back on. So I'm going to probably have to do some more work on it. I might add, like an extra clip to the end of this video if I do get it fixed, but if not, I might just sell this as a parts machine, or just, not sell it at all and just keep it in my parts bin or something. So, but anyway, guys, for now, I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of random type video, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. This is just something that I just, kind of made in a day because, I just kind of, just like kind of wanted to do this. And like I've been saying about off the wall videos, I mean, I really think I should do them more often because they're just kind of fun to do. And it's kind of fun to, I guess, experiment around with things. And, sometimes things like this happen where it's not going to work the best, but then other times, like with the AOL thing, it worked a lot better. So, but anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.